my dear students, and welcome to Zenith Tutorials. In this video lesson, we'll be talking about gas laws, Gay-Lussac law and its application, that is its numericals. Okay. Now before going deep into Gay-Lussac's law, let us first understand what are gas laws. So children, gas laws are the certain rules or the laws which the gas obeys when it undergoes a change in either temperature, pressure or volume. Now you should remember that whenever any of the three parameters, that is temperature, pressure and volume, any of the two parameters change, it will affect the third parameter. That is why when we state about any gas, we have to state its temperature, its pressure and volume, then only we will be able to talk about a particular gas. So what are the different gas laws? First is Boyle's law. Boyle's law says that when temperature is constant, okay, the volume of a given mass of dry air is inversely proportional to pressure. That is, temperature constant hai, the volume is inversely proportional to pressure. Charles' law, it states that when pressure is constant, volume of a given mass of dry air is directly proportional to temperature. Right? So how do my children learn this? Boyle's law say B and V. We say BV is khush when pressure is less. Okay. So when pressure is less, see, it is inversely proportional. Volume is more. Okay. Now here, when temperature is more, the volume of the pipe goes high. So temperature ज़्यादा है तो volume ज़्यादा है. लेकिन pressure कम है तो BV, okay, when pressure is less, BV is happy. So this is how we learn volume is inversely proportional to pressure and volume is directly proportional to temperature. Now when you combine these two laws, that is Boyle's law and Charles' law, you say that V is inversely proportional to pressure, so V नीचे है, V is directly proportional to temperature, so temperature is here. So when we talk about two gases, say this is V1, T1, P1, then V2 will be directly proportional to T2 and inversely proportional to P2. So when we combine this, okay, we can take P here. So PV comes like this and this is T1. So P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2. So this is your gas equation whenever you are comparing two gases or whenever you are comparing the same gas and any of the two parameters is changing, we can apply this to find the third parameter. Okay. Now, why are volumes of gases converted into standard temperature and pressure conditions and then compared? So children, you should remember whenever we are doing any numerical, okay, and if we are comparing, then always we have to write the standard temperature and pressure conditions and then compare it with whatever is given in the question. So at one side we have to write standard pressure, volume and temperature, and on the other side whatever is given and we find out any of the third parameter that is asked. So why is there that always these volumes are converted into standard temperature and pressure conditions? See, you should know that volume changes whenever there is a change in temperature or pressure. When you increase the temperature, volume becomes more. ठीक है, temperature increase कर रहे हो, particles दूर जा रहे हैं. So volume changes according to temperature. When you increase the pressure, volume pressure दोनों तरफ से increase कर रहे हो, तो volume becomes less. So whenever you are talking about volume of any gas, okay, you have to convert it into standard temperature and pressure conditions. Now, what are standard temperature and pressure conditions? What is standard temperature? Standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin. And what is standard pressure? Standard pressure is 760 mm of mercury or it is equal to 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay. Now let's go ahead with Gay-Lussac's law. What is Gay-Lussac's law? It states that when gases react, they do so in volumes which bear a simple whole number ratio to one another. For example, these two gases, they bear a simple whole number ratio to one another, that is 2:1. Okay. And to volumes of the products okay, if gaseous, provided the temperature and pressure of the reacting gases and the products remain constant. What does it mean? When two gases react, they do so they do so in volumes which bear a simple whole number ratio. So 2 volumes of hydrogen react with one volume of hydrogen. Okay, so they bear a simple whole number ratio, and also they bear a simple whole number ratio with the gaseous products. So if I say what is the ratio between hydrogen and water, it is 2:2, or we can say 1:1. What is the ratio between oxygen and hydrogen? Okay, so if I say I want the ratio between oxygen and hydrogen, then it is 1:2. Between oxygen and water, it will be 1:2. So the Gay-Lussac law says that when gases react, they do so in volumes which bear a simple whole number ratio to one another, and to volumes of the products if gaseous, provided the temperature and pressure of the reacting gases and the products remains constant. So provided the temperature and pressure is constant, the volumes bear a whole number ratio to each other. Now let us solve some examples to understand this better. Now have a look at this problem. 450 centimeter cube of carbon monoxide and 200 centimeter cube of oxygen are mixed together and ignited. Calculate the composition of the resulting mixture. Now if such a sum comes, first you have to write the chemical equation for the same. So you know that CO is reacting with oxygen, okay, to form something. So you know whenever carbon or its oxide reacts with oxygen, it will form CO2, right? Now since there is no hydrogen, it is not a hydrocarbon, water will not be formed. Otherwise, whenever a hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen or whenever a hydrocarbon is ignited in presence of air, always you will form two products, CO2 and water. But here since it was CO and it is ignited in presence of oxygen, it will form CO2. Now you balance it. Okay, one carbon, 3 oxygen here, and there are 2 oxygens here. Okay, so you will balance it by writing 2 here. So now carbon becomes 2, so you write 2 here. There are 4 oxygens here, 4 oxygens here. Now it is balanced. So now we will write what is given. This is given as 450, right? This is given as 450 centimeter cube and oxygen is 200 centimeter cube. Okay. Now we will follow Gay-Lussac's law. What is this? 2 volumes. Okay. So 2 volume of this, okay, compared with 1 volume of this is compared with 2 volumes. So when we write this, we will write here Gay-Lussac's law. Okay. Now children, one thing is very important that you should remember, that whenever we solve any problem of Gay-Lussac's law, okay, we have to see what is the limiting factor in the reactants. See, this carbon monoxide is 450 and oxygen is 200. So which will decide कि reaction कब तक होगा? The smaller one, because oxygen सिर्फ 200 है, right? तो सिर्फ 200 तक oxygen इससे react करेगा, फिर reaction रुक जाएगा क्योंकि oxygen खत्म हो जाएगा, right? So first when you write the reaction, then you balance the reaction, then you write Gay-Lussac's law when you compare the volumes. After that you decide which will be the limiting one, right? Which will be the limiting reactant. So now first after writing this, we have to write the composition of the resulting mixture. You can say, see, resulting mixture mein CO2 will be there, but there will be some unreacted carbon monoxide also left, because this is limiting. Oxygen जब खत्म हो जाएगा तो ये भी थोड़ा बच जाएगा reacting mixture में. So whenever you are writing the mixture of the products, this will always be there, और जो भी ज़्यादा है वो unused बच जाएगा, right? So first we will calculate the composition of this in the resulting mixture. So we know that 1 volume of, we will compare these two, okay? So oxygen corresponds to carbon monoxide, okay? So 1 volume corresponding to 2, okay? So this was 200, so this will be how much? So we will write right hand side upon left hand side into 200. So we get 400 centimeter cube. So what does this mean? When we used 200 centimeter cube of oxygen, it reacted with 400 centimeter cube of carbon monoxide. But initially how much we had taken? 450. So we will write carbon monoxide unused will be 450 minus 400, that is 50 centimeter cube. So in the resulting mixture you will get carbon monoxide unused like this. Now we know that this will also be there in the resulting mixture. So again we will compare with this. So when I compare oxygen and CO2, okay, what is the ratio? Again 1:2. Okay. So if this is 200, what it will be? It will be 2 upon 1 into 200 again. So it is simply 400 centimeter cube. So what does your resulting mixture contain? Your resulting mixture contain 50 centimeter cube of unused CO and 400 centimeter cube of CO2. Okay. I will once again repeat the procedure that you will follow in all the sum of Gay-Lussac law. First you will write the equation, then you will balance it, then you will write the amounts that has been given to you, and then you will decide which is the limiting factor. Okay. Now after writing Gay-Lussac's law here, when you compare the volumes, you have taken this as a limiting factor. You will relate this with this one, okay, whatever is there, and the product. So you will have to take 200 for all the calculations. Now children, read the next sum. What volume of oxygen would be required to burn completely 400 centimeter cube of acetylene? Also calculate the volume of CO2 formed. Now we know that oxygen is reacting with acetylene. So acetylene and oxygen. I said whenever a hydrocarbon is reacting, you will form CO2 and water. So after writing this skeletal reaction, we will now balance it. Okay. So this becomes 2, 5, 4 and 2. Right. Now what is given? Only 400 centimeter cube of acetylene is given. So we know that acetylene that is given is 400. Right. Then what? We don't know anything. We will write Gay-Lussac's law. 2:5 to 4:2, and in bracket don't forget to mention that you have used Gay-Lussac's law. Okay. After this, now you can see that this is 400 centimeter cube and they have asked how much oxygen will be required to completely burn this. Okay, so this will not be unused. So how much oxygen is required? So you know the ratio between them is 2:5. Now 400 centimeter cube corresponds to 2 volume. Right, see 400 centimeter cube is corresponding to 2 volume. So 1 volume का कितना होगा? 1 volume will be corresponding to 200 centimeter cube. So we know 1 volume is 200 centimeter cube. So here is 2 volume. See, 1 volume is 200, so 2 volume will be 400, right? Matching. Now 1 volume is 200, so 5 volume will be 1000, or you can write like this, 5 into 200, which will be 1000. Okay. Now what is also asked? CO2. Okay, also calculate the volume of CO2 formed. So 4. So 4 into 200, which is equal to 800. Now this is not asked, so we will not calculate. Now the sum is done, children. They had asked कि 400 centimeter cube को burn करने के लिए कितना oxygen चाहिएगा. So we already calculated 1000 centimeter cube चाहिएगा. And what will be amount of CO2 formed? So amount of CO2 formed will be 800 centimeter cube. So children, you don't have to worry or get scared. Gay-Lussac laws sums are very easy if you understand the steps. What you have to do? First, you have to write the proper equation. Second, you have to balance it. Okay, recheck the balancing twice and thrice before starting the question, because it will waste your time if your balancing is wrong. Then you write what is given, then convert it into 1 volume. So here 2 volumes was corresponding to 400. So we converted कि 1 volume का कितना होगा. So 1 volume का होगा 200. And then you multiply this 1 volume वाला with 5, with 4, with 2. So if water is asked, you will multiply 2 into 200. So 400 centimeter cube of water vapor will be formed. Okay. But in Gay-Lussac's law sums, लिक्विड वाला कुछ भी आपको नहीं पूछेंगे, हम सिर्फ गैस कैलकुलेट करेंगे, राइट? सो लिक्विड विल नेवर बी आस्क्ड, सो ओनली गैसेस विल बी आस्क्ड। तो आपको सिर्फ ये रेशियो निकालना है, गेल-ल्यूसैक्स लॉ लिखना है और 1 वॉल्यूम से मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है। इट इज़ वेरी वेरी बेसिक इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक टर्म्स एंड हाउ टू पुट इट। Let us do some more examples to understand this better. Now children, let us look at this sum. Okay, a mixture of 10 centimeter cube of carbon monoxide, 60 centimeter cube of hydrogen and 25 centimeter cube of methane are mixed with 750 centimeter cube of air, which is containing 20% oxygen, and ignited. Calculate the composition of the resultant mixture. Now read the question very carefully. They have given a mixture of carbon monoxide, hydrogen and CH4. तीन चीजें दे रखी है, कार्बन मोनोक्साइड, हाइड्रोजन एंड CH4, and all of them are ignited in presence of lot of air, that is 750 centimeter cube of air, and they have told that air contains only 20% oxygen and you have to calculate the composition of the resulting mixture. So whenever a mixture is asked, students, you have to make three different reactions. पहले आपने कार्बन मोनोक्साइड लिया, फिर हाइड्रोजन लिया और फिर मीथेन लिया, सबको ऑक्सीजन से इग्नाइट किया. ओके, नाउ आई टोल्ड यू कार्बन मोनोक्साइड को ऑक्सीजन से इग्नाइट करोगे तो CO2 बनेगा एंड देन आई बैलेंस द रिएक्शन. हाइड्रोजन को ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे तो वाटर बनेगा और फिर बैलेंस करना है. CH4, एनी हाइड्रोकार्बन व्हेन रिएक्ट्स विद ऑक्सीजन, आपको CO2 और वाटर बनाना है और फिर बैलेंस करना है. तो सबसे पहला स्टेप क्या है, आपको तीनों रिएक्शंस लिखनी है, उसको बैलेंस करना है. दूसरा है कि आपको गेल-ल्यूसैक्स लॉ लिखना है, रेशियो 2:1:2 आफ्टर बैलेंसिंग, 2:1:2 एंड हियर 1:1:2, 1:1:2, राइट? देन you have to write what is given. So you have given 10 centimeter cube of CO, यहाँ पे 60 centimeter cube of hydrogen and here there is 25 centimeter cube of methane. Now to calculate, you know that 2 volumes is 10 centimeter cube. So 1 volume will be 5. So 2 को 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किया 10 आया, यहाँ 1 है तो 1 को 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किया 5 आया, यहाँ 2 है तो 2 को 5 से मल्टीप्लाई किया और 10 आया. So from this reaction you can say that 10 centimeter cube of CO reacted with 5 centimeter cube of oxygen to give you 10 centimeter cube of CO2. Similarly आपको यही फॉलो करना है. अब यहाँ 60 दे रखा है, 2 volume was corresponding to 60, so 1 volume will correspond to 30. So 2 को 30 से, 1 को 30 से मल्टीप्लाई किया, 2 को 30 से. So you get 60 centimeter cube, 30 centimeter cube and 30 centimeter cube for everything, right? Now here 25 centimeter cube of methane was given, but this is already 1. So 1 volume corresponds to 25, right? तो यहाँ 1 था तो ये 25, यहाँ 2 था तो 2 into 25 that is 50, यहाँ 1 था तो 1 into 25. We don't want to calculate for water, so no need to calculate this, right? Now after doing everything we will write the composition after reaction. तो बच्चों क्योंकि ऑलरेडी बताया है कि ऑक्सीजन ज़्यादा है, 750 है, एंड दे हैड ओनली टोल्ड इन सब का, ठीक है, कार्बन मोनोक्साइड, हाइड्रोजन और मीथेन का कंपोजिशन ऑलरेडी दे रखा था कि हमने इतना इतना लिया है. सो क्या ये तीनों कुछ भी बचेंगे आफ्टर रिएक्शन? नो. सो फॉर कार्बन मोनोक्साइड हाउ मच वी हैड टेकन? 10. So we will write 10 was taken and 10 was used. So in the resultant mixture we get 0 centimeter cube of carbon monoxide. Similarly for hydrogen, how much was taken? 60. So we will write 60 minus 60, 0 centimeter cube. For methane we will write 25 minus 25, 25 लिया था और 25 use हो गया. So 0 centimeter cube. So reactants will be 0. Now to find CO2 and oxygen, okay, that is what is formed. CO2 और oxygen कितना फॉर्म हुआ है, नहीं, CO2 कितना फॉर्म हुआ है और oxygen कितना रिमेनिंग है, right? So for finding what is CO2, you can see that यहाँ 10 centimeter cube of CO2 is formed, okay, here 25 centimeter cube of CO2 is formed, okay. So 10 plus 25, that is 35 centimeter. Now children, amount of O2 in the resultant mixture. Now in the question it is given that they have used 750 centimeter cube of air containing 20% ऑक्सीजन. तो ऑक्सीजन कितना लिया था उन्होंने? It was 20% of 750. Okay, so which comes out to be 150. So they had taken 150 centimeter cube of oxygen. So we will write 150 was taken minus what was used. Okay, now you can see oxygen here, it is 5 was used here. In this case 30 was used, and this case 50. So 150 minus 5 plus 30 plus 50. So when we calculate, this becomes 65 centimeter cube. So now children, you must remember they have taken air. So whenever in any question air is taken, you should remember that there are two major constituents of air, oxygen and nitrogen. Okay, so even if nitrogen is not there in any of the reactions, you will write there is some nitrogen in the resultant mixture because they had taken air. So air mein 150 was the oxygen. So how much will be nitrogen? It will be 750 minus 150, right? So this will be 600 centimeter cube of nitrogen. Hence our resulting mixture will contain CO, hydrogen and methane as 0, carbon dioxide as this 10 plus 25, that is 35, oxygen. We first calculate what was oxygen, that is 20% of 750, that is 150, and then we subtract how much oxygen was used. Okay, so we get oxygen, then we get nitrogen, total air ka composition minus oxygen that was used, that is 150 was used, so we calculate 600. So this is how you will solve all the problems of Gay-Lussac's law where a mixture is asked. So I have discussed with you all type of sums that can come from this part, that is Gay-Lussac's law. Now children, don't forget to watch my next videos on how to solve numericals which are based on chemical reactions or equations. Then we will be making one more video on the portion RMM, that is relative molecular mass and relative atomic mass, gram atoms and all those things, and one more video on all the numericals of this chapter, all the important numericals of this chapter. So please don't forget to follow us, do like and subscribe us and share it with your friends. And all the best for your board exams.